It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
Jean, your timing was impeccable. It's time to do another hangout. Oh yay, the joy. Let's see if I just have any primer gems that can go for it. Oh, that's a shame. That's got 5 more days. And I can get 2. Yay, 2 whole fates. What the hell? Let's go waste them. Yippee. And yippee. And then I have one of these. Much of the same thing, but we surprised
the Knights
not
of
even
Favonius
remotely.
are all working hard.
Well, one assumes they are. I'd be a bit concerned if they weren't. We are going to do... How do we get... Ah, there we go. We are going to do... We can do either Noel or Chongyun. I think Chongyun, because he's part of my party, but I don't really know him, like, at all. So, Signs of Evil. Let's begin this hangout. Hard to track. Go to Liyue Harbor's Wharf. Oof, that's a long way away. I suppose he's from Liyue, so I shouldn't really be surprised. I just never hear much about him. Well, Chongyun, today is the day we find out more about you. Please be riveting. What is this kid getting excited about? Bye, kid. Chongyun. Hi.
Excuse me, have you perchance seen any evil spirits?
Not that I'm aware of, but then again, I don't think Jean or Lunara are capable of seeing evil spirits. Evil spirits?
Oh, my apologies. You're not from around here, are you?
Do I look like I'm from around here?
This question must sound a little confusing to you. I'm Chongyun, a local exorcist from Liyue. Those versed in the arts of exorcism refer to all forms of demons and monsters as evil spirits. Evil spirits have existed since ancient times. They lurk among the shadows in the land of Liyue, stirring up all sorts of trouble and mischief.
You know, your voice actor sounds pretty similar to Razor's at times.
It is my duty to exorcise or destroy them, and protect the citizens here from their evil doings.
I get it. That's what the vigilant Yaksha fights against, right? That is an admirable job. That sounds similar to the work of adventurers.
How did you come to know of the vigilant Yaksha?
Ooh, he seems quite happy that I know about that.
I have great respect for the Yakshas. For generations, Yakshas and exorcists have been protecting Liyue together. One in plain sight, and the other in secret.
Well, if you'd stuck around during combat in, like, the final battle for Liyue, you would have seen Shao.
Sorry, I digress.
I mean, I don't mind the history. It's fine.
Judging from your response, it seems you aren't well versed in the realm of evil spirits.
Game hasn't
That's
exactly touched upon it,
understandable.
but sure.
If I may ask, have you happened to come across anything strange recently?
My entire life in this world is strange, but specifically not to my knowledge.
Sometimes even the most trivial matters prove helpful in my hunt for evil spirits.
Nothing in particular.
Oh, I see. Well, fair enough. In that case, I guess I'll just have to try my luck with the clues I already have.
What clues do you have? Care to share with the team?
Only some scattered reports, really. Nothing too significant yet.
Well, you have to go check out the reports.
But if you're interested, I can tell you about some of the more useful ones I've gathered so far.
You gotta wonder, though. Why is he just telling me about this? Are we assuming that we're part of a team and that we know each other? Because I didn't really get that vibe when he first started speaking. It felt like we were strangers. But now it's like, I can tell you about all the clues I've gathered. It's like, well, we have to know each other for you to go into detail like that.
I read a flyer that said, "The test of courage is now being held on Wuwang Hill. Bring your best friend and test your courage together." Then, recently, the sounds of footsteps and shouting have been heard outside people's windows at night. The noises have frightened the children, and they are unable to sleep.
I highly doubt footsteps and shouting are the sign of supernatural phenomena.
And a huge shadow has appeared in Guili Plains. It flies and swirls, summons down fireballs, and makes all sorts of strange noises.
See previous point.
Cases such as these might actually be worth our attention.
Yes, I agree. That sounds like a ruin hunter. That sounds like drunk people. And test of courage, doesn't that sound like an advertisement? Yeah, well, okay. What are we doing first? Well, let's go in order. He started with this. Let's go with this.
I think something strange must have happened at the test of courage. I guess this so-called test is supposed to be like a test of metal. Its purpose must be to try the will and power of exorcists.
I think you're reading into something that isn't there. But in any case, let us
Do you
depart.
think I'm not deciphering these clues correctly?
I said nothing. Oh dear. They all sounded pretty far-fetched. Perhaps I should just tell him that. Although they all seem far-fetched, I'd better not tell him that. He seems like quite the persistent character. Oof. Okay.
So you don't think any of these clues are related to evil spirits?
No, not really.
Sorry. Please give me a moment to calm myself.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize it would be so devastating to you.
No, it's fine. I've been this way since I was young.
Oh, is it health? Is what health related? His over-exaggeration? How is it health related?
No, not at all. I guess you could say that I just tend to be unstable. You know, emotionally. It causes me to become very uncomfortable at times.
Have you thought about seeing a therapist? They work wonders.
This tendency of getting stirred up easily is what people call a pure yang spirit.
Getting stirred up easily. Sounds like you and Bennett should start your own adventure team. Stirred up easily? I couldn't tell that from your appearance. Yeah, it's the bored eyes.
Yes, well, such a constitution is very rare. But it's a potent weapon for an exorcist. My constitution alone is capable of scaring off evil spirits.
So your persistence and determination wards off evil spirits? Okay.
But I must constantly focus on my emotions. Otherwise, I may easily do something out of control. Anyway, I carefully selected these clues from an ocean of information. I can't believe they're all completely irrelevant.
I'm so sorry, I just shattered your heart.
Oh no. I'm still feeling quite uncomfortable. There's heat growing in my chest. I can't breathe.
You really ought to see a therapist if it's that destructive. Shall I try rubbing your vision on your forehead? Actually, that's a good point because it's a cool vision. It's cryo. So that's actually, it sounds weird on the surface, but it's actually a pretty good suggestion. Shall I take you to Booby Pharmacy? How about some water?
No, I'll be all right. I brought some popsicles with me for
Is
just
that why
such
he's
situations.
always eating the popsicles? I couldn't figure it out. I thought he just liked sweet, cool things, but that does make sense. He eats the popsicle.
I feel much better now.
You see, I think you're just like Paimon. I think it's just an excuse to eat a popsicle. That's an unexpected solution.
It's quite effective. I'm always sure to bring some popsicles with me whenever I go out.
How do you keep them frozen? Do you just like have a cryo bag or a bag of colding that just like permanently keeps them cool? Otherwise they'd melt.
Thank you for your concern. I'm fine now. But what should I do next if all these clues are irrelevant?
Actually, it seems someone's been watching us this whole time. Really? I mean, I can't see. I'm pretty focused and narrow-visioned on this dude.
Yes, I've noticed him too.
The crazy kid?
It's
Okay.
no coincidence that we both noticed it. I'm sure he's watching us.
Nah, not at all. Not a chance.
But it doesn't seem he has any intentions other than looking at us. Perhaps there's something he wishes to tell us.
Let's go and stalk the kid.
Right. He might need our help.
But he runs off. Don't run away, child. Wrong button. I am so sorry, Talon.
Huh? Sorry, I'll leave now.
No, please, relax. There's no need to worry. We're not here for trouble. We couldn't help but notice you standing here for a while and thought that you might have something on your mind.
I'm sorry. I'm sure what you said was really important, Chongyun. Hello, can I help you? I was just too busy looking at the blacksmith in the background and I just find that animation's interesting. It seems almost 3D in a 2D game. Huh. Well, I mean, I suppose the game's not 2D, it is 3D, but like, they're kind of 2D because they're flat anime images.
No, there's nothing on my mind. I just thought the thing you were eating looked tasty.
All over the popsicle.
My sister just loves food. She's always super happy whenever we get some tasty snacks. I'm her big brother, and I should take care of her, but Mom says we're too poor and she never lets me buy any snacks.
There's also the fact that if you eat too many snacks, you get fat. So your mother's probably also helping you on that front. But I feel you, kid. I feel you. Been there, done that. You survive and move on.
Oh, you mean one of my popsicles? I'm afraid you wouldn't find them very tasty, though.
Sorry, drink water. Why?
Oh, it doesn't matter. My sister's never
flavor
had
are they?
anything like that before. I know she'd be happy to try one. Come to think of it, I've never had one either.
Well, I don't imagine they're very popular in the fantasy world where they don't have freezers.
I see. That might be difficult.
What's wrong? What are your popsicles made out of that you're this hesitant?
Well, I only have 2 popsicles left.
Oh, woe is me.
These popsicles are very important to me, and I might need them if we encounter an evil spirit. Without them, I might not be able to control my constitution.
Yeah, you really need to go to therapy and get taught some calming maneuvers and things that don't rely on outside influences like popsicles. It relies on you, counting and thinking of things and just, focusing on your body, blah, blah, blah. You should go get some help. You need to solve your own problems. You can't keep relying on external measures for this exact reason. What if you don't have any popsicles? Then you're fucked. So Chongyun, you're being very irresponsible to your own health. What if you just give him one of the popsicles? Since he's asleep, just give him one.
Just give him one? I suppose keeping the other for myself will be enough. You see, my young friend, these popsicles are very important to me. I'm afraid I can only give you one.
That's okay. I don't need one. Just as long as my sister is happy. Thanks a lot.
No worries, eat them out before you get to her.
Whoa! It's already starting to melt.
Told ya.
Excuse me. I better hurry back to Chihu Rock now.
Chihu Rock? Where the hell is that? It does not sound like it's very close by. It is totally going to be melted by the time. Wait, why are you here? Where are your parents? Why are you so far from home? I'm very concerned.
I never expected that something I used to suppress my yang energy would be so appealing to kids. Anyway, back to our hunt for evil spirits.
There was no hunt for evil spirits.
Earlier it seemed like you could easily discern which clues were most credible. You must truly be a knowledgeable and seasoned adventurer.
Nope, just using good old common sense.
I still have numerous clues from my friend which I haven't sorted through yet. With my limited experience, it's hard to tell whether they're reliable leads. If you'd be willing, could you please come and take a look with me?
Sure thing.
All right, let's go to Wanwen Bookhouse. Please, follow me.
Okay. Wait, you said follow... You said follow you, and then you, disappear. It's not very polite, Chongyun.
Wow. Leo's really got a lot going for it.
Oh, that's right, she was one of the Mondstadt people, wasn't she? Her and her male partner. Brother? Partner? Partner. I think. God, I don't remember.
What are you staring at?
I will hurt you. Don't think I won't. I mean, technically the game won't allow me to, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to try. Where are we going? I don't even know where the bookshop is. I don't remember. Oh, it's up there, isn't it? Alright. Take this staircase. Hello, Jifeng.
not?
This is a note that I received from a friend. It has many clues about evil spirits on it.
Who's this friend you speak of? I'm very curious about the friend.
If we check the books here at Wanwen Bookhouse according to the respective clues on the note, we'll be able to find the complete details of each clue.
That makes literally no sense, but sure.
Since you're here to help, I'll just read the clues to you, and you can help me judge if they're credible or not based on your experience.
Why did we have to come to the bookstore?
All right. Here are the first clues.
I don't know why we had to come to the bookstore.
At the foot of Mount Chingsa is a violet grass that has turned into a gigantic, man-eating monster. Also, there's a ghostly shadow skulking about Feiyun Slope at night. It's suspected to be a vengeful spirit. And finally, Lurking in Liyue Harbor is a massive demon that was transformed from a popsicle. Huh. I've never encountered any such things before. Anyway, could you pick the one that seems most plausible and likely to be the work of evil spirits?
Probably this one? Though it doesn't really seem to be doing anything except going for like a nighttime walk. And then that just seems like the kid told a story. Why not?
This is possible, but it sounds too similar to previous rumors. Many people often pass through Feiyun's slope, so perhaps it's just some sort of misunderstanding.
That's what I said.
How about these clues? Deep in the Sea of Clouds, a marauding demon has been raiding commercial fishing boats and building a luxurious palace. Or, in Jueyun Karst, there's a piece of 1,000-year-old amber that has gained consciousness and now roams about causing trouble. And lastly, it's said that people often see a demon who loves eating chilies in Wanmin restaurant.
Why would they serve a demon in one-man restaurant?
Jueyun Karst is the territory of
He
the
does
Adepti.
not like this at all.
If there were such a thing, the Adepti would certainly take action. Okay, here are a few more clues.
To be honest, buddy, none of these things sound like the work of evil spirits. So I don't really know what you want of me.
A strange man wearing a mask and wielding a pole was once seen in the distance around Guili Plains. There's something eerie about his presence.
You sure it wasn't a fishing rod?
Or, someone saw an exorcist with blue hair who was actually a transformed demon. Wait, what? And finally, there is a vigilant demon adept at concealing itself in mist. Recently, people have found traces of it in Mingyun Village, Guili Plains, and Yaoguang Shoal.
None of this seems likely.
Now that you mention it, I may have heard of this one. I've been trying to track it, but the spirit's so cautious that I don't think we'll ever have a chance of catching it unless it decides to show itself.
I'm sorry, but that doesn't actually make sense. I may have heard of this one. And then he says, I've actively been trying to track it. How have you maybe heard of it, but you've actively been trying to track it? It doesn't make sense. If you've been trying to track it, then you definitely have heard of it.
It appears most of these clues are either not reliable or nearly impossible to investigate.
That's usually what happens when people tell false stories.
It seems like there is little here that we can actually use.
Out of curiosity, who gave you these? Oh, I swear to God, if it was Chi-Chi.
Oh, many of these are from my friend, Xingqiu. He's well-read and very knowledgeable.
Is Xingqiu just having you on? Or it was because he was reading?
Not to mention, he's always willing to extend a helping hand. He always provides me with lots of reliable information. If it weren't for my pure yang spirit, I would have already vanquished numerous demons because of him. I'm sure of it. I should find a chance to thank him personally.
Such enviable friendship. Maybe you should change your source of information. Yep, well...
Do you mean that I shouldn't trouble him anymore?
God, he's so dramatic.
Sorry, I digress. I've found another snippet of information here. There aren't many details, but it clearly mentions Wuwang Hill.
I'm just curious where the branching stories are, because there's not much is happening so far.
If we include the test of courage rumor from before, there are already 2 clues pointing there.
Why didn't you lead with that?
I've also noticed that the weather in Wuwang Hill has been very abnormal recently.
Why didn't you lead with that?
Let's go and have a look. We might just find something useful.
Bruh! You should have started with that. Abnormal weather is a pretty good indication of some sort of spiritual activity. Oh, what am I gonna do with you? I hope we can find something there.
All right, let's head out and see what we can find.
We just had the most pointless conversation known to mankind when we could have just been going to Wuwang Hill. What am I going to do with you? Go to the heretical ground and mentioned in the clues, heretical. Really? Now where is this Chihu Rock, whatever it was called? Okay, it mustn't be like an actual place. I was wondering where the kid went, but it's not marked on the map, so I have no idea where the kid lives. Hello, we are going up to Wuwang Hill. I have to climb the damn hill. Yep, sure. I'll be fine. Oh, I don't declare. Yay! I thought it was up the next part up where the waterfall is. My map comprehension is incorrect. Oh god, there are bad people everywhere.
This place seems quite ordinary.
Yep,
So ordinary that I don't even feel that it's worth investigating.
same feeling here.
Wuwang Hill's unusual weather and peculiar surroundings are a source of constant rumors, most of which are untraceable and can never be proven. So, I suppose this could only be expected.
It seems you seldom have anything to show for all your efforts. Is that also due to your pure yang spirit?
I guess so. Like I mentioned before, my yang energy tends to just scare away evil spirits.
Isn't that good?
You may think it's beneficial for me to have such a condition, and therefore there's no real need for me to practice thaumaturgy. But if I renounced my practice of thaumaturgy, and one day met an evil spirit that didn't fear my yang energy, then I may not be able to exercise it.
I mean, I'm not disputing the case. No wonder you're so persistent.
If I merely spend my time training without actually putting it into practice, then how would I ever know the fruits of my labor or what skills I needed to improve? But to this very day, despite the many exorcisms I have performed, I have yet to see a single demon. Not to mention one that I needed to defeat using thaumaturgy.
Wow, you must lead a very boring life.
Sorry, I shouldn't rant like that. I'm fine. I've gotten used to such feelings.
You and Bennett would get along like a house on fire. He has the worst luck imaginable, and you seem to have a boring life. So, you know, the two of you together should be quite an interesting team. Don't give up, Chongyun.
Since we're already here, let's go check the 2 locations mentioned in the clue.
As long as they don't have to go past the Fatui or the Hilichurls. Yes, neither. I do, however, have to climb. My original supposition was correct. Proceed deeper within to investigate. Ooh, this looks mystical. Strange smoke. I like this.
What's this? I know this mist. It was left by some kind of evil spirit. It's very thick and never disperses. The evil spirit may have been here recently.
So it seems the clue is real. Great, our efforts have finally paid off.
Yes, it was not all in vain, but we mustn't act rashly. If this mist remains here, it can easily contaminate the area.
If you say so.
Once it contaminates monsters such as hilichurls, it could even make them more aggressive and dangerous to anyone nearby.
So let's stop talking and you do your little magic voodoo and we move on.
Or if it happens to contaminate any adventurers passing by, the consequences would be unimaginable.
It's your time to shine, Exorcist.
My pleasure. Let's inspect the surrounding area to see if there's any more mist like this. Once we've cleaned up this mess, we'll continue forward. Remember, there might be danger ahead. We should be prepared for a fight.
You're very thorough.
It's second nature to me. Exorcism is a solemn and serious matter. It's on me if you or anyone else gets hurt due to my negligence. There's no time to lose. Let's go.
Did you get rid of the
It appears
mist?
there are evil spirits here, and not the weak variety. Let's keep going.
Going as fast as my wee little legs will take me, buddy. Though to be fair, Jean's some of the taller characters I own.
I suspected that there would be hilichurls here. Let's deal with them all. We mustn't let a single one escape.
I'm working on it.
These tracks are still fresh. It seems the evil spirit is on the move. The path ends here as well as the tracks. It'll be difficult to follow it any further.
I didn't think your pure young spirit would be so powerful.
It must have sensed me as a threat from a long way off. That's why it ran with such haste.
Or it could just be on a one-track mind mission.
It seems that this is still not the kind of spirit that can overcome my abundant yang energy and fight me head on.
But if we don't deal with it, it'll just go somewhere else and harm people, alright?
Don't worry. I'll continue tracking it for a few days. It won't dare show its face around here again.
I mean, it might. But you still won't ever see it, right? It's a shame that we can't take care of it for good.
Most likely, yes. I'm afraid the best I can do is just scare it away. Why do you seem so disappointed?
I can't help but feel like this was a waste of our time.
No, quite the contrary. Not only did we clean up the traces of the evil spirit, but we also took care of those monsters. We've done our jobs as exorcists. My only regret is that I didn't get to drive it away using my thaumaturgy.
Is it just me, or was thaumaturgy spelled incorrectly one or two in the previous instances? I don't think it had a U. Because I was looking at it going, that doesn't seem like it's spelled correctly. Or maybe I'm just misremembering, but I was looking at the word going, that doesn't look right. But I think they were missing the U for thaumaturgy.
But I'm already prepared to spend my life chasing this goal, so I do not regret such disappointments.
I guess you're right.
Yes, so please, cheer up. Actually, I also wanted to thank you for not leaving me, even with my special condition, and for helping chase the evil spirit to the very end.
You're welcome.
Even if we'd ended up running into an incredibly strong demon, I would have felt much safer with an experienced adventurer like you by my side.
Your persistence made it hard for me to leave. I'm just doing my duty.
Well, I appreciate it. Oh, it seems the weather is starting to clear up over there. Let's go have a look.
Okay.
Perhaps there's nothing to worry about after all. Even though I didn't come face to face with that evil spirit, at least I met you.
Told you, we're strangers.
Oh, no, that came out wrong. What I'm trying to say is, we shouldn't focus only on the gains and losses of our journey. The things you see and the events you encounter along the way are equally important rewards.
What he's trying to say in a very long-winded manner is, it's not the destination that's important, it's the journey. Aww, that's a nice photo. Blessing in disguise. Comparatively speaking, the things you see and events you encounter along the way are equally important rewards. How delightful.